I'm going to be giving you some real life lessons today. I'm in the coffee shop, so you want to listen to me. Like, actually, from the Western world, I'm just going to be giving you advice on how you can survive the West and some things that are most likely going to keep people struggling in the West. So, without time to waste, I'm just going to hop in. But before I do, like and subscribe and blah 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 blah. You know the deal. So, firstly, owning a car. That's the number one thing that is going to like make you struggle in the West. So you shouldn't want to like rush into owning a car. You know, when you get to the West, the first thing they tell you is you can own a car, you can do some gig jobs and all that. And at the current time of making this clip, the current date which this clip should be posted, owning a car is really an issue because the gig economy is not going to pay you much enough. All these things I'm saying is like from experience. So owning a car, you have to deal with insurance, mechanic bills. Those guys are like criminals. They're going to cut your throat with bills. Also, you have to be wondering about pedestrians on the road. If you can't drive very well, your skill will be tested in the West. So whether you're living in Canada or UK, US, Germany, Italy, wherever you are, and it's almost the same thing in the West. You know, it's the same people pulling the strings, and like I had an experience once when my first car I got. When I sold it, I was panicking, thinking, oh, how am I going to be moving around and all that? But I noticed I was feeling so free, man. The freedom I felt, like no more $300 a year, $500 a year, 1K dollars going out of your account randomly, occasionally, like frequently. Nothing. I don't have that experience anymore. And to my surprise, I was surprised that I even felt way more better, like without all that stress. When I'm in the bus, I can be playing around, twiddling around with my phone on my phone. If the bus even happen to hit another car or pedestrian or something, like I can just look through the window and be like, oh well, that's sad, and I don't have to worry about getting tickets and all that. The peace of mind, man. Like no, yeah, man. But and when I canceled the insurance, can you believe this insurance company were like, before getting another car, within that few months you're gonna get another car, you can pay like $80 to keep your insurance plan. I'm like, I'm gonna be paying $80 literally for nothing. So I was like, man, cancel. The lady was even laughing, man. But for real though, I felt so much free, and I didn't even feel like getting anyone again. Now another thing that is going to like slow you down in the West, because the advice I'm giving up in this clip is just an advice that is going to make you really, really, really save more than earn more. Because in the West, the secret is you have to learn how to save more in order to make more. You don't have to chase making more. You should learn how to save more than you chase making more. You understand? It's not a bad thing, but if you can save more in this country and work on your vices, if you have much vices, try to reduce the vices. Talking about drinking, gambling, chasing cats, if you know what I mean, those kind of stuff. Yeah, they can run down your funds, they can run down your savings. So try not to get into this kind of stuff. Work on your vices. Take out some time. Nobody's perfect. Everybody struggle with one or two or more vices. So just try to curb it. Try to work on it before you give yourself a challenge, self challenge to make more. And yeah, so most of this advice I'm going to be giving on this clip is advice that's going to make you save more in the West, especially. Saving is like making too. If you can't save money, I mean, I don't care the amount you make. If you can't save, you always go back to the square one. Everybody keep preaching, make more, make more, make more. But this is the West, man. Nobody's going to give you a first position. Elon Musk today is not. See how respected he is. He still got enemies. So you can't. And you can't please everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. Then the next thing I think that is keeping people or making people still keep struggling in the West, especially if you're an immigrant, is keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to copy your neighbor. Somebody bought a Mercedes Benz, you want to end yourself, you want to delete yourself to get a Mercedes Benz. You working 10 shifts or 2-3 shifts. In the West, you don't have to kill yourself, man. Hey, I said the word K word. You don't have to delete yourself. It's my first stream. I hope the YouTube guys are not gonna. I don't care, man. Whatever. I'm just being real right here. So if you're learning from this, remember, you know what to do. I was planning to make this channel a gaming channel, but at first I'm like, I want the first clip on this channel to be like just talking to somebody out there, just helping somebody out there before we start having some fun. But if I see how this one performs, I'm going to keep on making more life species, because I got so many experience, so much experience that many people are going to learn from in the West. Okay, so another thing is keeping up with the Joneses, like I said. There's the culture in the West. It's so crazy, man. Everybody pressuring you, like, get a card. The first advice they're giving you when you step into this West or when you want to start living your life, if you were born in the West, the first set of advice they give to you is always an advice that can literally end you if care is not taken. So you want to be very careful the people you take advice from. Make sure they don't just have knowledge. Make sure whoever is giving you advice actually have experience, because they say knowledge is power, but experience is the best teacher. Experience teaches knowledge, if you get what I mean. That's some bars for you. Anyways, and what else do I want to talk about? The other thing I can say is, especially that vice, man. Try to work on that vice. I know what I'm talking about. I see so many great people like lose it all just because of they can't control their vices. I mean, they lost it all because they can't control their vices. And you should learn from people who got it too. Whatever you're doing, like if you're working in a job, whatever you're doing, try to see what you can do in that job. And after some time, you can learn the job or learn from your bosses. Try to be friendly with them. These are the people who regulate your money. So I don't really see the big need of like dissing your bosses, or try to be humble. You don't have to be humble with everybody, but at least the people who your money come from, if they are friendly enough, you can be humble. If they're not friendly enough, man, you should change the environment. Like, you shouldn't be in an environment where you don't feel welcome, where you don't feel respected. If they're not respecting you enough, feel free to walk away, man. Yeah, I said it. Feel free to walk away. Just keep checking until you see somewhere where you're comfortable, and people you can work with, good people you can work with. Very important. I don't care the amount they're paying you in the job. I don't care the amount you're being paid. Just make sure you're very comfortable there. You see the people more like family than friends and business people. So if you can vibe with them, you can start from there. So you learn from your boss. And if it's friendly enough, if you feel you've learned enough, while working by the side, you can open up your own business or something, man. You can open up your own business or something. Then you start your own kind of business, with that feed. And if you're friendly enough with them, maybe you can even get into some deal with the people you work with or your boss. You can get some deal with them. Then after a while, you quit and you explain to them. Don't just quit like just quit like don't quit in a rude way. Make sure you still try your best to be friendly with them when you're quitting, so that you guys can stay network in the future. Or if whatever you're doing doesn't work, you can easily come back. So remember for those kind of good people you work with, remember to put in your 2 week notice or whatever duration you are supposed to give them before leaving. And when you've done that, just be a good person all around. Like, then you can start doing other things. Another important thing, I think, it's the person or the spouse you settle down with. That's the most important decision we all make in our lives anyway. So I don't really vouch for I want to be by myself until I leave this world. I'm like, man, let's be real with ourselves. Nobody want to be with themselves until they leave this world. I don't know where that comes from, and that's some sick mentality. If you're healed, like, if you're not healed, you should try to heal. And when you get healed, you should try to look for a spouse that is like very compatible with you. Try to like work on egos and pride. This is for both genders, though. Try to work on the ego. Try to work on the pride. Those are the two toxic traits if they are not controlled in a healthy relationship or in a relationship. So try your best, and I wish you good luck as you do that. You're welcome to this channel. If you like what you're hearing so far, welcome to Visionary Man's page. You can hit on the like and the subscribe button. And I hope you're having a good day or night, depending on your time zone or your time frame currently. And I just decided to come to the coffee shop, and something was just strike a life. You see, I've not even shaved up properly, and I'm just like, I just came out to like grab some coffee, as you can see right here in the coffee shop. And something just let me like, I think somebody needs to hear this message. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. You're going to hear this message today, whether you like it or not. Anyway, so let me hear what you say. Let me see what you guys have to say in the comments. You can drop more suggestion. If there's any video suggestion you want or topic you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Let's kick start it from here, man, for real. Yeah, so I'm about going to change funny enough. So don't think I'm like this always, man. This is to show you how impromptu this clip was and how real and unoriginal it was. So I think you should appreciate that. And like just like I appreciate you guys watching this clip. I don't know. It's just a motivation tool for you guys who is thinking like, how do I start a YouTube video or something? This is what I'm literally doing. I just picked up the phone and went live, and you can see I'm using earpiece. Yeah, you can see I'm using earpiece. I didn't even buy a mic. You understand? I'll be so real with you. You see, look at the line of the earpiece. It's coming right from the charging port, which is from the charging port in this direction, and up to here. Look at it. It's the earpiece. I'm gonna get the Bluetooth mic though. Let's see how the video goes, man. This is the realest clip you should see today, and I appreciate your time. I wish you success and a great day or night ahead. As I say, peace, all the best. I definitely not to end the live. Oh, okay, I think I said. You guys don't.